Hey guys, here Coach Avi, answering a few questions that I get a lot, many times actually. So let's start with question number one. Oh, that's a very good question. How did Coach Avi start? Well, to be honest, I'm 43, turning 44 very soon. I've been in the education field, whether teaching, tutoring, mentoring, coaching, every different aspects of education, whether it's science, math, history, geography, gym, obviously, for over 20 years. But to be more specific, Coach Avi, none other than the CPE queen herself, Nicola Coca from Maimonide. She's the one that pushed me so hard to create Coach Avi Bootcamp for kids. I was very hesitant at first because I always worked with teenagers, and she pushed me to discover this world of 3, 4, 5-year-old kids, and I've been blown away since. So, Nicola Coca, thank you. That's how it started, Coach Avi Bootcamp at École Maimonide. So, there we go. Now you know. Ooh, the 3 rules, the 3 commandments of Coach Avi. Number 1, I don't even play with this. It's respect, okay? It's gonna appear on the screen. Respect. Always respect your elders, respect your parents, respect your coaches, respect everybody. But mostly, respect yourself. Be a self-respecting human being. Number 2, commandment number 2, discipline. Always be disciplined. Try to be a good person. If you set something out, do it. And number 3, structure. Organize yourself. It's not enough to be disciplined. You got to be organized. You got to know when it's time to study, when it's time to have fun, when it's time to work, when it's time to do chores. Have your day or your week or your weekend organized, structured, so discipline comes up much easier. And number 1, respecting is the number 1 rule. No 2 ways about it. This is a good question that I get asked, especially by parents. What age group do I favor the most? So I have the teenagers, which I do. I have the adults, even seniors, and I have the kids. Very honestly, it's very, very different. I apply myself very differently, whether it's a kid, a toddler, a teenager, an adult. So I really adapt myself. I'm like a chameleon. So I can't train a senior the same way I train a 20-year-old. The same way I can't train a 5-year-old the way I train a 13-year-old. So it's all about adapting. In terms of fun, I really can't answer. I have fun with all the groups. In terms of challenging, kids are more challenging, that I have to admit, because I have to give 110% and I really have to be behind them to keep moving, to keep in shape. But you know what? They end up loving it and loving me. Who would have thought? Yes, I still get this. I do bar mitzvah lessons. I do training, obviously, coaching, boot camp, HIIT training, circuit trainings, powerlifting. I've had a beautiful client, Carly, 2 weeks ago. She did her first tournament since COVID, and she absolutely destroyed it. And I was there to see it. So indeed, it's great. But I do bar mitzvah lessons as well. So I prepare the kid not only to read, but to sing properly, to be self-confident. His self-esteem is up. To be sure about himself, to be proud, and to enjoy his moment. I don't want a kid going up there at the bima, at the teva, and being nervous. Am I supposed to? Should I do this? What if I didn't study enough? No. I want that child to be at 100%. So indeed, Coach Avi does bar mitzvah lessons, Moroccan, Sephardic, Nusach, and that's it. So you can reach me for your bar mitzvah or Hebrew lessons, basics to Hebrew 101, as well as tutoring as well. Anything that has to do with kids, I have devoted my life to. So if you need a mentor on top of a coach, on top of a teacher, Coach Avi. So last question. This is a fun question. I get that from a few people that want to tease me and all. Has there been a kid that has disrespected Coach Avi? Well, if there's been a kid, and I'm putting a big emphasis on if there was a kid that would disrespect me, it would not last more than 5 seconds. I'm not talking about my kids. I'm talking about my scholars, my athletes, the kids that I help, okay? If there was a kid that disrespected, it would not last more than 5 seconds. It's all about the stare, the tone of voice, the posture and stature, and to make them understand I'm not here to coddle them, to amuse them, to bend over like many people do. I'm here to challenge them, to make them better, to make them understand that you earn respect. Respect is not given. You have to earn it. And it shocks kids. And believe you me, they like it. So to answer the question, if there was one, it didn't end well for the kid. And let me tell you for sure, by the end of the session, he left Coach Avi. Have a good day, guys. You know a bit better about me. You can DM me, call me, text me. I'm always available. I'm all over the place now. So stay strong.